Hey yo, welcome back. We are back. Oh my god, so much is happening. We have plot, we have drama, we have romance. It's all here. Alright, everyone has, well, yeah, everyone's curse is broken now. And, we're running away from the dude who made a statue out of our boss. So we will have to see what's next in order to see how we will get out of this. Alright, let's get to it. Then we enact our plans. Reese, Landry, and Finley all head out together. It's so weird to see them walk away from the cafe as humans. Hayes vanishes into the bathroom for the first aid kit. Ooh, that sounds really terrible. Mason dips into the kitchen, and I hear a horrific screeching noise, like metal against linoleum. What's she doing? She returns triumphantly. She smirks at me, or more accurately, the dumb gawking face I'm making. Lock the door. With what? An industrial range? She gives me this self-satisfied smirk, then paces in front of the front door and windows like a sentry. Oh my god, who needs magic? She could snap that knock guy in half of their hands. Hayes is back with bandages and a bag of ice. Gingerly, he removes my shoe and rolls up my pant leg to get a better look at my ankle. I'm glad I'm wearing socks that don't have holes. Ugh, my ankle doesn't look great, but it could be a lot worse. I don't think it's sprained, just twisted. You need to rest. He slowly, neatly wraps my ankle with one of the stretchy bandages. When he pins it in place, it's like a pro's work. A professional ankle wrapper? Do you know a lot of first aid, Hayes? You're way calmer than I expected. I studied in scouts. Injuries and things don't bother me. Never have. Not everything makes me feel anxious. Well, thank you. I'm glad you're here to patch me up. He smiles sheepishly, but averts his gaze to the ground toward the ice pack. He props my foot up with one big puffy ottoman, then places the ice on my ankle. Oh my god, does that feel good? Now, just keep it elevated and rest a little, and take the ice off in 20 minutes. Thanks again, Dr. Hayes. I'm going to make some coffee. I think everyone will need it. I stress snap once Hayes goes back upstairs. Sometimes I need a system shut down before I can think straight again. I think even the cats know something's up, because they all swarm me. I've got two on my lap and the others pile around me. It's soothing to hear them and feel their little paws stretch out at me. I hope it's helping them too. But all the cats in the world couldn't make me feel better. Not while Reese is out there. Who knows? Maybe he'll just rip a seam to get back here. I bet he will. He'll be back with Landry and Graves any second. I'll rest my eyes until then. I startle awake when I hear the sound of whirring of the espresso machine upstairs. Was it seconds? Minutes? An hour? No one's here but Hayes and his coffee. What's taking them so long? I'm too tired and wired at the same time. Gotta even those things out. I'll try the sleeping thing again. I shoot awake when I hear the door fly open. Is it knocked? Did he come right through the front door? Can witches come in uninvited, or is that just vampires? Oh, it's Finley again. She bounces the door against her hip, since her hands are full of a cat carrier. The fussy lump inside is unmistakable. Look at this man. Wow, you're so whiny. Hold your pants on, baby. Mochi! Did you have any trouble? Is everything okay? It's fine, though I had to lure him to the cat carrier with treats and he hated every moment of being in there. So, same as always. That's good. How about it? Should I unleash the beast? Yeah. Mochi, if you cause any trouble with the other cats, you're going right back in there, got it? Like he's gonna choose to start listening to me now. Finley opens the carrier and he shoots out like a furry cannonball. Then he stands there, dumbstruck. He's got his own troubles now and playing nice with the cafe cats. But at least he's here. That's one less thing Nock could use against me. Seeing Mochi soothes one of my worries, but it doesn't do anything for the fluttering in my gut. Reese is still out there and he's taking way too long. So many scenarios float through my head. None of them are good. There's no way I can sleep like this. Hey, Mochi! Come here. Bruh. He seems perturbed to be around all these other cats. They don't notice. They're used to strange cats coming and going. Oh, he's caught Owl's attention. She tiptoes up, tail waving back and forth like a signal flag. Mew. Bruh. They touch noses and sniff each other. Owl loses interest immediately. What, my cat not smell good enough for you? Since I can't sleep, I watch Mochi make friends. I see movement in front of the cafe. Is it? No. There's too many people for it to be knocked. Anyway, I'd know that hat anywhere. It's Reese and Landry, back already with Graves. Or what used to be Graves. Now he looks like a forgotten statue, flaking bits of rust as I haul him up on the sidewalk. Are their hands glowing? I squint to get a better look. Oh, they look like garden gloves? Glowing garden gloves? They set Graves in front of the cafe, then come inside. Reese peels off his gloves and help Landry with his. Nobody touch him unless you're properly enchanted. The rust spreads easily. Are you gonna leave him out there? He looks like a huge, ugly yard gnome. Not that I'm gonna say anything. We can't risk the cats coming over to investigate. They might touch the rust, and Reese said it could spread to them too. I can't take him upstairs. Dracula would be at risk. Poor Dracula. I know she'll be heartbroken. So, now what do we do? We get ready. Who here knows a thing or two about magic? Two of us know a thing or two, though we're hardly experts. We'll do the best we can. Okay, Reese knows a whole lot more than me. I guess by we, I mean him. You up for it? Don't count yourself out, Avery. Your weird self-study taught me a lot more about magic than I'd seen before. Oh, even if we're dating, I didn't expect him to actually consider me a peer in this witchery thing, especially with how he's been acting tonight. But there he is, smiling at me with gentle confidence. Maybe I do know what I'm doing after all. Or even if it's more likely scenario where I just know enough to get by, I can at least succeed. We're in this together. What? How do you know magic, Reese? I've learned a thing or two in my time. I'm not just assistant manager just because I'm good at accounting. Reese is Graves' apprentice. He's been studying under him for a while and he's really good. But think about it, Avery. It took me a week to pick up what you were teaching. How long did you say you were self-studying? A month? Knock could be here any second. Graves wanted the cafe to keep people like him out, but he's strong enough to break that in about an hour, I'd bet. You really think you can teach everybody how to use magic in an hour? Haven't you ever done a cram study session before finals? We'll do that using the tried and true Grey method of cramming. We'll shove enough magic to beat him into our short-term memory, even if that means we forget it all in 5 minutes after we're done. Did that offend him? He kicks at the ground and heaves a frustrated sigh. Well, it's not like we have any better ideas. Sure. Yeah, let's do this, Avery. I've got some experience with cramming and faking it. I got through half my book reports just by reading the blurb on the back. Just take the time to study properly. Alright, someone get me that book and I'll get this started. If I ever needed confirmation that I don't want to be a teacher, I get it today. I try leading a sort of haphazard class on magic, but it's like herding cats. Reese keeps correcting me. I think Mason fell asleep. Landry keeps getting distracted and wandering off. Finley's interested, but she's also interested in her phone. Hayes is too shy to actually try anything. Hell, it looks like Mochi is paying more attention than they are. This is important, so I keep trying, and I think they do too, but I'm exhausted. Look, I'm beat, y'all. I gotta take a nap. Can you just sort of, independent study? Sure, you should get some rest. We can take it from here. Yeah, that sounds great, but we have to prepare to fight. But we don't even know if this guy's coming. We could, take guard shifts. Right, we'll go in shifts. Avery can rest, 2 of us can stand guard, and the rest of the cats can move into the basement. The basement? Why? I don't want any of them in the line of danger. They'll be safer if they're away from us. I doubt Nock cares about cats. He won't go chasing them.
But then how are we gonna hurt them all down there?
We can do it if we work together. You better get Mochi and Dracula too. I don't want to leave Dracula alone. She must be scared. Sure. Can you get her and then keep the cats company? No, I'm taking the first shift as guard. Graves would want it that way.
I'll take care of them. Landry, the cats like me.
Great. I'll take the other guard shift. Everyone else, relax. Everybody sets to their assigned task, but it all becomes background noise. All I can focus on is Reese. He takes sentry outside next to Graves. He stands stock still with his shoulders squared. Solid. No. I see him shake a little. Is he crying? Landry, I'm gonna step outside for a sec. Can't say I'm comfortable with that. We spend all the time talking about protecting you from this Nock guy. I need to see Reese. I stare meaningfully into his eyes until he gets my drift. Oh, that's right. You guys are like a thing now. Heh. Don't go too far, okay? I don't know how far those wards or whatever go out. I only feel them a few feet from the entrance. He can feel them? I can't. How? Reese called him an adept, didn't he? That's probably a question for much later. A question for Graves if he ever comes back. You got it, pal. Thanks. Reese? Ugh! He nearly jumps out of his skin. I have to grab him and pull him forward before he falls back onto Graves. Whoa, that was a close one. Sorry, I almost scared you into rust. He doesn't seem to find it as funny as I do. I gotta make jokes to blow off steam, you know? You shouldn't be out here. You're a target. So are you, but that doesn't stop you. Avery, we've been over this. I'll go back inside in a few. I don't want you to be alone. I know this has been a lot to take in. I clasp his hands, then kiss his knuckles. Avery. When all this is done, let's go somewhere. Let's do something nice. Let's see that powerful and ripped travel thing is. Can we use it to go to the beach? I don't think my range is that great. Ah, don't say that. That'd take you far enough to get away from me, but I bet you got plenty's range. Gotta say you got guts. I mean, back there, pretty obvious, I'd show. You! Me? Big bet on me, coming to collect, you know the drill. Go away, we'll make you go away. Listen, kitten, I ain't looking for a fight. We can settle this real easy if you give me the cafe. That way we all get what we want. The cafe's not mine to give away. Ah, racy. So she give it to you, huh? Just stop it. We aren't giving you anything but a fight. That's so. I'm real sorry you're making me do this. What would your daddy think of me? Damn shame that. You gotta go through me first. Ah, you're jerking me, yeah? That magic's so wild you couldn't use it to defend yourself. You don't know me very well. Well then, let's get acquainted. He taps his rusty bat on the ground, then takes a few practice swings like he's up on a plate. Yikes, even if that thing weren't magic, I'd be in trouble. What do? I've gotta keep Reese from doing something stupid. Reese, you stay here. I have an idea. I don't have an idea. What? No! Trust me, okay? If I get in trouble, you can rip us out of here and we can regroup. Okay. If I can't apply magic, maybe I can apply science. I read on the internet once that cola dissolves rust. I dash for the vending machine. It's poorly kept and starting to fall apart, so I'm hoping it counts enough as trash for my magic. Nock lunges after me. I think about a cannon. The vending machine fires a Coca-Cola can at full velocity. Tink. The can explodes when he strikes it. Soda rains everywhere. You planning to ruin my jacket, kitten? It's waterproof. Shut up! I fire more soda. He can't bat them all away, right? He does. Well, we're all wrong sometimes. Before I can blink, Nock is there. He taps on his bat in the vending machine. It instantly rests over, like it's been salvaged from an old shipwreck. Like if the Titanic had soda. Novelty's worn off, hon. Time to end this. He raises his bat. I squeeze my eyes shut. I don't know what else to do. I hear a ripping sound. Fall to hell, knocked. What? I open my eyes. Reese is in front of me. His fist wrapped in Nock's shirt. Reese creeps up his arm, but he doesn't seem to notice. Reese, what are you doing? The hatred in Reese's eyes could burn the rest away and incinerate Nock. I grab Reese from around the waist and pull him back. I feel my fingertips get cold like frostbite. They're rusting. Reese pushes. Nock falls. Where? We're on solid pavement. Then I see the tear. It opened right beneath us. Reese teeters on the edge. Nock hangs by his fingertips. Get! He claws his way back up, but Reese kicks his hand back into the tear. Nock falls. Reese's foot is rust. Oh my god, Reese! I can't sew it up. I can't move my fingers. Help me, Avery. What? How? Move my arm for me. There's a needle rested into his hand. I take my arm by the elbow. It's hard to move my fingers now. My hands feel like they're encased in a plaster cast. I loop his arm around the motion of a whip stitch, and it's sloppy, but I see the translucent fishing wire thread loop around the tear. Reese yanks his arm up, and the tear closes. The rest crumbles. We both stand there for a long moment, breathing heavily. Where? Where did you send him? Nowhere. He's just stuck in there? Let him rot. You can't do that. That's cruel. He killed Graves. Watch me. He did nothing of the sort. We whip our heads around. There's Graves, stepping rarely out of the rust, leaving a flaky hollow sculpture of himself behind. Race, Avery, I'm sorry to worry you. I'm fine now, thanks to you. The malice leaves Reese's eyes and he dives towards Graves, throwing his arms around his shoulders. Graves! Graves, you idiot! I'm so... Race, it's okay. It's okay. I hobble toward the both of them. Graves reaches for my hand. Reese takes my other hand. Avery, I apologize for everything, for making you learn magic on your own, for throwing you into the middle of this. I promise to make it up to you. I promise to explain the best I can. Yeah, you owe us a hell of an explanation, but I think what you owe us is first a vacation. I suppose that can be arranged? Good. Reese, we're gonna do the thing. The thing? I don't know what you mean. The thing! We're gonna get away! Like we said. Right. Gladly. I let go of Graves' hand and move it to Reese's other hand. I use the leverage to pull him towards me and kiss him. Graves tries his best to explain everything. Something about curses, like triple-layered curses, and a whole bunch of other drama about Nock, but it was kinda hard to follow. Oh, and Nock, I convinced Reese to let him go, because that's way too messed up to just leave him in there. Reese also wasn't sure if he'd be there between spaces, waiting for him if he ever tried to tear us again, so that's a whole nother reason. We needed to travel after all. Anyway, we haven't seen nor heard from Nock since then. Graves thinks he's going to run off with his tail between his legs for a while, but someday, he'll come back. Let him try. There's 3 of us now. Maybe even more if we can get the others up to speed. I have so much to learn all about this witching stuff, and Reese is eager to show me. But not right now. Right now I'm gonna enjoy this little vacation. I'm not gonna worry about the cafe, or witches, or anything. I'm gonna worry about meeting Reese's parents. We've been using the tear to hop around the different boy luck boutiques. Reese says he's ready to produce a few outfits of his own. Starting with the new uniform for the cafe, just like he said. We're gonna talk to his dad about it. I might end up modeling or co-producing or something. That's a pretty far step up from wearing whatever I found on the floor that's still clean. Fashion and witching are 2 whole new big, scary worlds that Reese is bringing me into. But as long as he's here with me, I don't mind. wow. So that was Hustlecat. So what did you guys think? I'll go first. Don't all jump at once. I got this. I really liked this game. I thought it was pretty cool, pretty well made, well written, and it kind of like, you know, connects, it kind of makes you relatable to our MC in a way, and the music was pretty good. It was pretty great. Actually, if for those of you who've seen my channel, I actually used some of this music. I think it's called Let's Get Pizza or something, like the slow one. I think it's pretty great. And yeah, like all the little cats, the art style is so cute. And then, you know, like the other, what's it called? The cats in the cat cafe. It was pretty nice. The references were good. Everything about it, the characters were all really lovable. Everyone has unique stories, and you all defeat Noct in a different way depending on who you romance. They're all really cool, and you get to learn about their powers as well, and their storylines. And then there's a secret ending, and it's pretty good. It almost makes you want it to be canon. But Mason is my favorite. I actually was gonna go for Mason at first, but I think Reese is pretty cool. Reese is, well, I'm not a big fan of Tsundere's, and oh god. He was a huge brat. But he's just, you know, he's fun, and he knows a lot. And I felt like doing his route would make more sense because he actually knows about magic instead of us being in the dark for so long. And so yeah, that's pretty cool. Everything about this is pretty cool. I like how our MC Avery, how they start off by practicing with trash, and they're like, "Yep, I'm adept at trash," and I think that's funny. But yeah, that is Hustlecat. I might do one more route. Yeah, I might do my favorite route. Yeah, I'll do it. Sometime in the future. That is the summer of dating. I hope you all enjoyed it. If you want more, please let me know, and I will definitely do a thing. And thank you for watching, and I will see you all later.